Welcome back to the Fulfilled Female Entrepreneur Podcast. It's your host, Cassandra Rosa. I'm a certified coach and healer and intuitive business coach. And the mission behind this podcast is to help you to create a fulfilling life and business. Today is going to be a sort of celebration. I'm really excited to be sharing some of the changes that are taking place for this podcast. There is so much excitement that exudes within me, but there's also some sadness because I have some news for you all. This is going to be the final episode of the Fulfilled Female Entrepreneur Podcast. It pains me to say that, as I have had the best time interviewing so many amazing female entrepreneurs on this podcast, but I'm also feeling the sense of completion with the project. I have been an entrepreneur for going on 5 years now. And there's been so much evolution that has happened from the person that I was in the beginning of the journey in 2019 and to where I am now. And even the version of myself that created this podcast feels so vast. And I'm so proud of myself. And I really want to celebrate myself for showing up by bringing this forth, by spending all the quality time that I have created to be able to release the episodes every single week. This is episode 88, so I thought it'd be a cool place to complete the podcast. And I just feel like there's so many other creative projects that are wanting to birth from me that I need some space for. And I'm really excited for all what's to come. But this isn't just going to be a farewell. I also want to take this as an opportunity to talk about the art of celebration. Because in the entrepreneurship journey, there's an evolution that takes place, especially when you're a spiritual entrepreneur, especially when you're going deep in all of the work that we're doing personally, spiritually, professionally. We are evolving beings. And sometimes it's easy to want to put yourself in a box, have one offer for your whole career, right? Have one podcast, have one version of self. And it's kind of like what we stepped away from the corporate world, from the career oriented experience, right? Not having that limitation, wanting more freedom of expression to be who we truly are. And I was kind of feeling that for myself, that kind of the branding that I was having, the conversations that I was having, it was keeping me kind of limited from what this next evolution of self and the next evolution of business is to come with me. So as much as I absolutely love every single guest that we've had, every single conversation, every single solo episode, and I'm so proud of all the content that's here, I'm also feeling this evolution of self in this next level that I'm meant to step into, which is so exciting. So I want to give you permission, for all of you listening, that if you're finding yourself wanting to evolve to this next level of self, whether you are in this process of working a 9 to 5 and you're feeling this call to fully step into your entrepreneurship journey, or if you've been at it for a while and you're ready for this next version of self, you've been having these whispers from the universe or God of what it is that you're meant to step into next, give yourself permission and the freedom to be able to step into it fully. I so resonate with the amount of fulfillment and the mission of this podcast. From the beginning to where I am now, my fulfillment in my everyday life has just skyrocketed. The reason that this started is because I was redefining fulfillment in the stage of life that I was in. And I just feel like it exudes with me. I find it in every single moment of every single day. And I feel like this next level of self is ready to emerge. Like I was saying, you get these intuitive whispers, and I was getting a lot of intuitive whispers about a lot of the different content that I'm bringing forth. One of them being the Going Deep series in my Facebook community, which you're all invited to join. I'm going to leave it in the show notes or the description of this video so you can go check it out. The group is currently, as I'm recording this, called Fulfilled Female Entrepreneur. And we're really talking about the deep topics that we need to talk about more when it comes to spiritual entrepreneurship. I'm sharing a lot of stories in there we're having discussions amongst the group. So that's something I'm really excited to kind of share with you all. During the most difficult part of earlier this year, dealing with so many personal things, that whisper was coming in, and I'm excited to avert that. And I have going deep intensives associated with that. So it's like created for your business and your personal journey, in which we go deep with practical coaching tools. We talk about different healing modalities and immerse it in a holistic experience. So you can go to the depths of yourself, so that you can achieve the life you want, more fulfillment, more happiness, more impact, more success, and whatever that looks like for you. Because what I've really discovered the past 6 months, the past 8 months, is the importance of going within to transform your external world. We can get caught up in all of the numbers. We can get caught up in all of the money. We can get caught up in all of the noise on the outside world. But the more that we go deep within and we heal aspects of ourselves, that's what will allow us to transform our external world and impact more people and create more of the life that we're desiring for ourselves. That's what I'm really passionate about right now in this moment in time, and really stepping into my manifestor human design energy and just igniting people and helping people to fully stand into who they truly are and make the impact that they're destined to make. So that's something that I'm excited about. But in these moments when change happens, it's hard. I don't want you to think that this is easy to record this video. As much as I have the excitement, there is like the sadness that this is one of my creations. This is one of my babies that is coming to an end here. But it's a part of the experience. Sometimes in life, when you're stepping into your next level, there's things that you need to let go of to create space for the new, which can be the hardest part of it all. I've done this a couple times. This is actually the second podcast I've ever created. So there is those growing pains that happen. So whether you're changing careers, projects, relationships, right? There is those growing pains and that expansion, but it's all to be celebrated. There's so much gratitude for all of it because your soul is so confident for what it is that you're creating that, all of this has to come up to clear as a part of it. You have to step into your next version of self. So the way that I'm looking to celebrate this is to just send so much gratitude. Leo is, of course, making a cameo as he always does. Sending so much gratitude to all of your listeners, all of your viewers that have been on this journey with me. I'm super excited for all of you and hearing about the growth that you've experienced and what you have experienced of listening to all of the beautiful guests has just been so beautiful and such an honor. And it's just acknowledging how far I've come and celebrating myself for the growth. We don't do that enough. We don't do that enough. We pop the champagne whenever it's New Year's, or you get a new job, or you buy a house. But what about the wins that aren't materialistic, that aren't what society tells us, but huge wins? It takes a lot of courage to be able to make big changes in life and business. So I celebrate all of you. Just take a moment and think of a big change that you made recently or a change that you're currently making. I celebrate all of you because it takes so much courage to be able to step into a new version of self, to let go of certain things, to make space for a new. So I want to honor you for all of that. And if you like me in podcasting, you don't have to worry. I have a second podcast with my friend Natalie called the Limitless Human Podcast, which is all about helping you to achieve your limitless potential while honoring the human experience. Season 1 would be complete by the time that you're listening to this. So you're able to binge that. And then we're coming back in September for season 2. And to give you some insights about that podcast, Natalie and I met at a personal development seminar in 2017. Hit it off. She's from Portland, Oregon. I'm from Toronto, Ontario, Canada. And when we would just catch up every month, we just had this deep conversations. We provide kind of insights for each other, channeled messages, Akashic records, card readings, meditations, the whole 9 yards. So it's kind of like when you come and listen to this podcast, it's a little bit of a different format than this one here, that you're kind of in on the type of conversations that we're having, catching up, talking about astrology, human design, spiritual things, business things, mindset things. She's also a therapist, so you have that perspective too. It's just been such a fun journey co-creating that with her. And I'm so excited for season 2. So I wanted to create a little bit more spaciousness in myself to be able to focus on scaling that and getting more listeners for that beautiful opportunity too. So I invite you to go check that out. We're going to leave that in the show notes so that you can come and be a part of that as well. And I would love to stay connected with you. You're welcome to connect with me on Instagram. My handle is Cassandra Rosa A. We'll leave all the descriptions in the show notes or the links to this video. And I consciously and wholeheartedly want to celebrate all of you for being here, for coming on this journey with me. I'm so excited to continue the journey. Connect with me in the Facebook group, on the podcast, on Instagram. It would be my honor and my privilege to be able to continue supporting you in such a beautiful way. Thank you so much for being here, and I will see you soon. Thanks for watching the video. If you enjoyed it, please give it a big thumbs up and subscribe to the channel. Hit the notification bell so you'll be notified every time I'll upload a new video on Thursday. See you in the next one. Bye.